Good morning students. In the last video, we have solved the numericals based on the tetrahedral void, octahedral void, density, edge length and radius. Now, today's lecture we will start with crystal defects and imperfections. What are crystal defects? Already in the first lecture we discussed that is pure crystals or crystalline solids. In crystalline solid there is long range orderly arrangement of constituent particles. So in crystalline solids all the constituent particles are arranged in order management, therefore they are having definite geometrical shape. But sometimes during the process of crystallization some crystal structures show some disorder or irregularities in the arrangement of constituent particle of solid crystal. This is called as a crystal defect or imperfection. So what are crystal defects? During the process of crystallization, some disorders or irregularities are found in the arrangement of constituent particles. And if there are irregularities or disorder in the arrangement of constituent particles, then we said that there is a crystal defect or imperfection. Generally, only at absolute zero temperature the crystals are in pure form. Above absolute zero temperature, all the crystals show some defects or imperfections. In your 12th standard, you have only point defects are there. So what are point defect? During the process of crystallization, some crystal structure shows disorder or irregularities in the arrangement of points. Which point? Lattice points. What are lattice points? The points which are present at the intersection of lines during the formation of crystal. So if there is a disorder or irregularities in the arrangement of lattice points, then that defect is called as a point defect. There are total 3 types of point defect. One is stoichiometric point defect. Second, B is impurity defect, and C is non-stoichiometric defect. Already it's mentioned on the screen. So what is stoichiometric point defect? There are again 4 different parts of stoichiometric point defects or types of stoichiometric point defects. One is vacancy defect. Second is self-interstitial defect. Third one is Schottky defect, and fourth is Frankel defect. Then in impurity defect again there are 2 types: substitutional impurity defect and interstitial impurity defect. C part type is non-stoichiometric defect. In non-stoichiometric defect there are 2 defects are there: metal deficiency defect and metal excess defect. So 3 types of point defect: stoichiometric point defect. Again there are 4 subtypes for stoichiometrics: vacancy, self-interstitial, Schottky and Frankel defect. Second, impurity defect, 2 types of impurity defect: substitutional impurity defect and interstitial impurity defect. Next one is non-stoichiometric defect. Again in that metal deficiency defect and metal excess defect. One by one we will discuss each and every defect. First one is stoichiometric point defect. So what is stoichiometric point defect? See on the screen. First defect under stoichiometric point defect is vacancy defect. But what do you mean by stoichiometric point defect? Chemical formula of a compound shows fixed ratio of number of atoms and number of cations and anions. This fixed ratio is the stoichiometry of compound. If any chemical compound is there, if there is a fixed number of ratios of number of atoms are there, or fixed number of cations and anion ratio is there, then that fixed ratio is called as the stoichiometry of that compound. And if there is a irregularities and disorder is found during the ratio, fixed ratio, then that defect is called as a stoichiometric point defect. Here first defect is vacancy defect. What is vacancy defect? During crystallization of solid particle is missing from its regular position. This missing particle creates a vacancy or void in a lattice structure. This defect is called as a vacancy defect. May I repeat again what is vacancy defect? During the crystallization process of solid crystal, a particle is missing from its regular position. When the constituent particle is missing from its regular position, then that point there is a creation of a vacancy or void space in a lattice structure, and that defect is called as a vacancy defect. As a particle is missing, due to absence of particle, the mass of substances decreases, but the volume is remaining same. As density is equal to mass upon volume, as mass of substance decreases, density is directly proportional to the mass of substance and inversely proportional to the volume, because density is equal to mass upon volume. So, due to absence of particle, mass of substance decreases, density of a substance decreases, but the volume will remain same. So, these are the points related to vacancy defect. See, the diagram is also given. See, in figure, there is a regular arrangement of the particles which are indicated by the sphere, and in between some there is a vacancy in their regular position, and this defect is called as a vacancy defect. It comes under stoichiometric point defect. Second stoichiometric point defect is interstitial defect in elemental solid. So, see, in self-interstitial defect, again, see on the PPT it's given what is self-interstitial defect. Interstitial site in a crystal are the spaces or voids in between the particles of crystalline lattice points. So, in a given crystal, if some sites or spaces are void in between, then that void spaces or empty spaces are called as the interstitial sites. So, this defect is produced when some of the particles of crystalline elemental solid occupy the interstitial sites in a given crystal. So, if any constituent particle occupies the interstitial site or void space, then the defect is called as the interstitial defect. In that, first one is given self-interstitial defect. See on the PPT, what is self-interstitial defect? When some particles of crystalline elemental solid occupy the interstitial site, that is void or spaces in between particle, then the defect is called as a self-interstitial defect. See in the figure, some particles are occupying the in-between site. See here it is, I am showing this one. See here is the some particles are occupying the interstitial site, and the defect is called as a self-interstitial defect. Sometimes an extra particle occupies the empty interstitial space in given structure. This extra particle increases the total mass of a substance without increasing the volume, but density increases. If sometimes some extra particle is added, see the first figure is given. Here in regular arrangement, two extra particles are given which occupies the interstitial space. So if extra particle is added, no doubt the total mass of that substance will increase. As mass increases, density will increase. But volume is not changing. It does not increases the volume. See the second case is there, which is given on the figure number 2. In some cases, an elemental solid particle gets shifted from its regular original lattice point and occupies an interstitial space. When, see in the diagram, see as the vacancy is created, the regular particle is shifted and it occupies the interstitial space. So in some cases, an elemental solid particle gets shifted from its original lattice point, it occupies an interstitial space. Due to this defect, density of substance remains same because particle is not increasing or there is no loss or gain of the particle. Only the particle is shifting from its regular site. Therefore, in this defect, the density of remains same as there is neither gain or loss in mass of substance. This defect is called as a self-interstitial defect. So, there are two possibilities are there. That is, in first case, extra particle will occupy the empty interstitial space, and in second case, from original position, the particle get shifted, and that shifted particle occupies the interstitial space. So, that is the second point from the stoichiometric point defect. Second type, self-interstitial defect. Now, third one. What is third one is there? Schottky defect. So, what is Schottky defect? See. See on the PPT, what is Schottky defect? In an ionic solid, equal number of cations and anions are missing from their regular position, creating vacancies. Thus, there are 2 holes per ion pair lost. Cation and anions are missing. Such pair of cation and anion vacancy is called as a Schottky defect. May I repeat what is Schottky defect? In a given crystal, ionic solid crystal, there is equal number of cations and anions are there. So when cation and anions are missing, at a time if one cation is missing, then simultaneously one anion is also missing. So cations and anions are missing from their regular position. When they are missing from their regular position, there is the creation of vacancies. So in an ionic solid, there are 2 holes per ion because of loss of cation and anion. Such pair cation anion vacancy is called as a Schottky defect. So what are the conditions for Schottky defect? This defect is found in ionic compounds which are having high degree ionic character, where is a high coordination number of anions, when there is a small size in cation and anion. So these are the 3 conditions, then only Schottky defect will occur. What are the consequences for Schottky defect? As the number of ions decreases, which ions decreases? Cation and anion, because they are missing. So as the number of ions decreases, but volume remains unchanged, volume remains same. As equal number of cations and anions are missing, therefore electrical neutrality of the compound will be maintained, because cation carries positive charge, anion carries negative charge. When both are missing, so as both are missing, electrical neutrality of the compound will be maintained. And this Schottky defect is observed in case of NaCl, AgBr and KCl. What is NaCl? Sodium chloride. AgBr is silver bromide. KCl is potassium chloride. So whenever there is a note on Schottky defect, you have to write the when this Schottky defect occurs, what are the conditions and what are the consequences, and with figure. So this is the Schottky defect under the stoichiometric defect. Next defect is Frankel defect. So we will discuss what is Frankel defect. So see the Frankel defect. Frankel, when an ion of ionic compound is missing from its regular site and occupy the interstitial site, then this defect is called as the Frankel defect. What happens in case of ionic solid? If ion of that compound is missing from its regular site, and if that ion, generally cation, because cations are smaller than size as compared to anions. So when cations are missing and if it occupies the interstitial site, then the defect is called as the Frankel defect. As cations are smaller in size, generally occupy the interstitial site. So what are the conditions for Frankel defect? First one, this defect occurs in ionic compound with large difference in size of cation and anion. If the difference in size of cation, so what are the conditions for Frankel defect? May I repeat again? First condition is, this defect occurs in ionic compounds with large difference in size of cation and anion. As if the size of cation and anion is having large difference, then only the Frankel defect will occur. Second condition is, the ions of ionic compounds must have low coordination number. If ions of ionic compound, cations and anions are having low coordination number, then only this defect will occur. Then what are the consequences for Frankel defect? First consequences is, the density of solid remain unchanged as no ions are missing. Here only there is a shifting of cation is there in interstitial site. Therefore, the density of solid will remain unchanged as no ions are missing. Second consequence is, as equal number of cations and anions are present, electrical neutrality will be maintained. This defect occurs in case of ZnS, that is zinc sulfide, AgCl, silver chloride, AgBr, silver bromide, CaF2, calcium fluoride. So this is about the Frankel defect. Whenever there is a note on Frankel defect, first one is this is a stoichiometric point defect. Then first point, conditions and consequences and figure, that our diagram you have to draw. So this is the third stoichiometric defect. Fourth one is after. So here we discuss the total 4 defects under stoichiometric conditions. May I again show the previous video? So what are the previous one? See, stoichiometric point defect, 4 defects just now we discussed. One is vacancy. Here it is the vacancy defect, self-interstitial defect, Scotty defect, Frankel defect. That part just now we learn. Now we will start with the B part, that is impurity defect. There are 2 impurities defect, substitutional impurity defect and interstitial impurity defect. Now we will start with second defect, that is impurity defect. So here already this part we discussed, Scotty, Frankel. Now impurity. So what is impurity defect? First I'll explain what is the impurity. Impurity defect arises when an foreign atoms what is foreign atom? The atom which is different from the host atom are present in the crystal lattice. Then that defect is called as a impurity defect. Any foreign atom is present other than the host atom, then the defect is called as a impurity defect. Again, there are 2 kinds of impurity defect. Substitutional impurity defect is there and interstitial impurity defect. So what is substitutional impurity defect? In this defect, the foreign atoms are found in the lattice site in place of host atom. The regular atoms are displaced from the regular lattice site by an impurity atom. So if all are the host atom and if host atom is displaced or substituted by an impurity atom or by a foreign atom, then the defect is called as a substitutional impurity defect. See on the PPT, substitutional impurity defect. In this defect, atoms different from the host atom, that is foreign atom, is found at lattice site in place of host atom. The regular host atoms are replaced or it is substituted by a impurity atom. What is the example for that? See, the diagram is given from side. If brass, we will consider the alloy. What is alloy? Alloy is the solid solution in which solute and solvent both are in solid state. So brass is the alloy of Cu, that is copper and zinc. In this the host atoms are copper. If this host copper atom is displaced by zinc as an impurity or foreign atom, then this, because of addition of impurity atom zinc, the defect will be produced and that defect is called as a substitutional impurity defect. In case of, sometimes here in brass is the alloy, because of addition of impurity atom, all the properties, physical and chemical properties of this alloy will be improved. So this defect is beneficial actually. So in case of alloy, because of impurity defect, the properties of this alloy also increases. Second defect is found, that is interstitial impurity defect. What is interstitial impurity defect? In this defect, the impurity atom occupies the interstitial spaces or void spaces in lattice, given crystal lattice. For example, in stainless steel, Fe, that is iron, atoms are present at the regular site and the impurity atoms, that is carbon is present at the interstitial space. If you observe this diagram, see here is the carbon as the impurity and iron is present at a regular site. In case of brass, copper is the host atom and zinc atom displaces the copper from its regular site. So there are 2 types of impurity defect. First one is substitutional impurity defect and second one is interstitial impurity defect. Next one, now third part is there, non-stoichiometric defects are there. Stoichiometrics are there, then impurity defects are there. Third part is, we will discuss, the next one is vacancy through divalent impurity. This is also one point is there. When vacancies are obtained because of allovalent impurity. What is allovalent impurity? What is the meaning of allovalent? These are the nothing but the ions with oxidation state different from that of host ion. If host ion is having suppose +1 oxidation state, and if impurity atom is having +2 oxidation state, then if allovalent ions, impurity ion, it is having different oxidation state from the host atom, then that ion is called as a allovalent. And the impurity which arises because of allovalent ion is called as a vacancy defect through allovalent impurity. See the PPT. Vacancies are created by addition of impurities of allovalent ions. What are allovalent ions? Ions with oxidation state different from that of the host atom in an ionic solid. What is the example for that? See the diagram is given. When small quantity of impurity SrCl2 is added to NaCl. Sr is having +2 oxidation state, strontium. Sr is strontium +2 oxidation state. This ion occupies the Na+ from NaCl. Na+ is having oxidation state +1. So when Sr+2 is added or occupies the Na+ of the host ion, then to maintain the electrical neutrality of each Sr+2 ion, removes the 2Na+ ion, because oxidation state of strontium is +2, Sr+2, and Na is +1. So to maintain the electrical neutrality, every strontium +2 ion will move 2 Na+ ions. So 2 vacancies will be created because of Sr+2 ion. This defect is called as a vacancy through allovalent impurity. Next part we will start third point defect, that is non-stoichiometric defects, or it is in non-stoichiometric defect there are two defects are there: metal deficiency defect and metal excess defect. So what is non-stoichiometric defect? See, non-stoichiometric defects arises when the ratio of number of atoms are different from its chemical formula. Just now we discussed the stoichiometric defect. In stoichiometric defect, the ratio of number of atoms or ratio of number of cations and anions will remain same and its chemical formula. But in non-stoichiometric defect, when the ratio of number of atoms are different from its chemical formula, then that defect is called as a non-stoichiometric defect. Type 1 is metal deficiency defect. What is metal deficiency defect? See the diagram is also given. It is observed in compounds of metal which shows variable oxidation state. So metal deficiency defect is generally for the compounds of metal which are having variable oxidation states. In some crystals, positive metal ions are missing from their regular site. The extra negative charge will be balanced by presence of cation of same metal with higher oxidation state than that of missing cation. So what is metal deficiency defect? I'll explain in short. In case of metal ions, if there some positive metal ions are missing from its regular site, then there is the creation of vacancy or void space. As the positive ions are missing, the extra negative charge will be more. There will be the extra negative charge. So again, to maintain the electrical neutrality, this extra nuclear charge will be balanced by the presence of again cation of same metal. But this cation should have higher oxidation state than that of the missing cation. Then that defect is called as a metal deficiency defect. For example is given in the compound of NiO, nickel oxide. Vacancy is created by missing of Ni+2 ion, nickel +2 ions. This deficiency of +2 charge will increase the extra negative charge in that metal NiO compound. Then this extra negative charge will be balanced by addition of 2 Ni+3 ions. Again, same cation we are adding. Which cation? Cation of Ni. But its oxidation state is higher than that of missing cation. Missing cation is Na+2. We are adding the cation of Na with +3 oxidation state. So because of addition of Na+3 ion of same metal with higher oxidation state than that of the missing cation, the extra negative charge will be balanced. And this defect is called as a metal deficiency defect. Next defect, non-stoichiometric defect, is metal excess defect. So again, there are two types of metal excess defects are there. Which are the two types of metal excess defect? First one is when a neutral atom or extra positive ion occupies the interstitial position. So there is the addition of excess of metal. Which excess metal? That from metal, either addition of extra neutral atom or addition of extra positive ion. When that extra neutral atom or extra positive ion occupies the interstitial position, then that defect is produced because of addition of neutral atom or extra positive ion, and defect is metal excess defect. Example is given in zinc oxide. Neutral Zn atoms are present in the interstitial space. Another possibility is either neutral zinc is added or positive ion. Which positive ion? Zn+2 ion. If Zn+2 ion occupies the interstitial site in the lattice, then in both the cases, the stoichiometric formula of ZnO will be Zn 1 plus X and O 1.0. So the ratio is not maintained. The ratio will be non-stoichiometric. Ratio of zinc and oxygen will be non-stoichiometric. Then second type of defect, metal excess defect. One is metal excess defect. Second one is again metal excess defect because of addition of anions. Anions carries negative charge. So when negatively charged ions are added, that defect is also called as a color or F-center defect. This type of defect also imparts or gives the color to the colorless crystal. For example, when NaCl crystal is heated in an atmosphere of sodium vapor only, then Na atoms are deposited on crystal surface. See in anion vacancies, when NaCl crystal is heated in the atmosphere of sodium vapor, the Na atoms are deposited on the crystal surface. Cl- ion combines with Na atom to form NaCl by releasing the electron from sodium atom. The anion vacant site occupied by the electrons are F center or color center. In short, we will say what is the anion vacancies. When in the non-stoichiometric metal defect, when anion, that is negatively charged ions, are added. For example, in NaCl, NaCl dissociates giving Na plus and Cl minus. From NaCl, when it is dissociated, gives Na plus and Cl minus. Plus Cl minus is having negative charge, that is anion. When this anion is added, then this Cl minus combines with sodium atom, Na atom, to form a NaCl with releasing electron. So what should be the reaction? Cl minus will combine with Na. So Na plus Cl minus, it gives NaCl plus electron. Electron is released. This electron which is released, it diffuses into the crystal, and that electron will occupy the vacant site of anions. And that defect is also called as the vacancy defect or F-center defect. For example, because of this defect, anion vacancy or F-center defect, the NaCl is having showing yellow color. And the MCQ will be there. Why NaCl is showing yellow color? The reason behind is due to the formation of F centers or because of the anion vacancies. So this is the next type of non-stoichiometric metal defect. We learned two defects, two main points in this. When neutral atom or extra positive ions are added. Or second one, when negative ions, that is anion vacancies are there or color of F centers are there, then these two are the defect, metal excess defect under non-stoichiometric metal defect. See, the figures are given for this. See, first one is given metal excess defect because of addition of neutral. See, here it is given. I'll show when neutral zinc is added, then because of addition of neutral zinc atom, the defect is produced, and this zinc atom occupies the interstitial site. Second defect is there, electron deficiency, anion deficiency defect. Here is the anion deficiency. Second one, see this electron will occupy the interstitial site. So these are the examples for non-stoichiometric defect. When extra negative charge is added, that is anion is added, when positively charged ions are added, or when excess neutral atoms are added, the defect produced is called as a non-stoichiometric metal excess defects. So here we have completed the different types of imperfections or disordered which are produced during the crystallization process. May I repeat which points we covered? First, stoichiometric point defect. In stoichiometric point defect we discussed 4 types of defects. Then second one is impurity defect. Third one is the metal non-stoichiometric defect. In that also we have completed 2 different types of defect. So generally the question which is based on the defect or imperfection will be write note on impurity defect, metal excess defect, or Scotty defect, Frankel defect. So here these questions is generally for 2 marks. Here we have completed second, that is the defects in a crystalline solid. Next part now, immediately next video will start. What are the properties, electrical properties and magnetic properties of the crystalline solid?